Hi, this is Fabian Trahan, and welcome to Ectophobia Radio, the ParaSanctum podcast. Hi, and welcome back. Thanks for listening. I'm Fabian Trahan, your host. This is episode 3 of the ParaSanctum podcast, and it is one associated with my past. It takes place in an area that I had the unique privilege of living in back in the early 1980s, southeastern Kentucky. In particular, near Corbin. This was posted by me and is my work through my own personal paranormal research back in 1984, as well as corroborated accounts in the public domain over the past 60 years or so. Haunted US 25, Booger Holler, Kentucky. I lived here in this area back in 1984 in Gray, Kentucky, with my first wife's family, the Heltons, Sams, and Rutledges, in what is now called the Doc Jones house, which I will be doing a future ParaSanctum podcast about, because it has its own stories to tell, I assure you. I was told by both my ex-wife's family and friends about a spectral tractor trailer that appeared up on Booger Road. Some said it was a bad omen. Others told me it was more of a friendly portent or warning. Currently, I travel this highway at least 3 times a month, so this story hits home with me. Not only because it is about a truck driver, but also because I live there and I am a truck driver by profession. This haunting originates back to the 1950s, when the only road between Barberville and Corbin, Kentucky, was a narrow, winding, dangerous road over Gilliam Hill, known locally today as Booger Mountain because of some terrible things that happened there years ago. Supposedly during the 1950s, when the only passage from Barberville to Corbin was over the mountains via Highway 25 on the downward slope, the road gets a bit curvy and dangerous. A truck driver was coming down the mountain in his rig one night. Whether he lost his brakes or was just plain going too fast, it is unknown. Regardless, he lost control of the 18-wheeler and went over the edge and down the side of the mountain. He died in the crash. It is said that on certain Saturday evenings, if you are traveling up Booger Mountain, you will see what appears to be truck headlights coming at you or coming up fast behind you in your rearview mirror. No matter how hard you try to evade the lights, they seem to turn right toward you. Then, at the last minute, just when you feel you are about to crash, the lights will suddenly swerve away and go over the side and down the hill. Others have seen a hovering light on the road, moving along the road, which appeared to have the dark shadow of a person inside of it. Another possible reason people feel that Booger Mountain is haunted are rumors that years ago, a serial killer was on the rampage in the area. He targeted young red-headed girls. One or more of his victims were found on this nasty stretch of road. You might get the feeling that someone is watching you as you make your way over the mountain in the darkness. If your hair stands on end and you get an eerie feeling, you can probably be sure that it is one of the ghosts of Booger Mountain. No matter what the cause, it is certain that Booger Road is one of the scariest nighttime passages around, and as the saying goes, don't follow those lights. All portions used here are directly affiliated with the ParaSanctum podcast and the Trahan Radio Network because they are my own accounts and authorship. Background music courtesy and copyright of the Brent Calley Group's Banjo Scary, which can be found on YouTube. I do dig some scary bluegrass and banjo music. Thank you for listening to the ParaSanctum podcast. This is Fabian Trahan. I hope you take care with whatever you're doing. Catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.